Nearly every street has a story. Unemployment and poverty means anger, frustration and despair. Young people feeling like there is no way out, like they're stuck. There is something that can change this, and it might surprise you. It can teach you motivation, discipline, respect. It can give you the tools to make your life better. It is sport, but no ordinary sport. This is rugby. No normal rugby club. This is the school of hard knocks.
1, 2, 3, hard knocks!
You get knocked, cracked, torn, smacked. It's people like you and it's people like me. When it all fades to black, if you don't give, then you won't get any back. You get torn, cracked, knocked, smacked. It's people like you and it's people like me.
Last week, things fell apart in training as Jason stormed off.
You may give up on yourself, but I'm not fucking giving up on you.
Michael's return lifted the team at cage fighting. But it all became too much for Lewis.
Don't let him give up. He's killing you.
With their final warm-up match only days away, the team are brought to London Wasps training ground to prepare. They arrive at the Premiership club in high spirits. But Jason, who returns after his dramatic exit last week, arrives in a different mood.
Jace, how are you, son?
Yeah, good,
glad to see you back.
Brought the attitude then. Good to have you back.
He's one of those characters where I don't second guess him because, you know, whether he's in a good place or a bad place, he's always the bloody same.
Jace, you're giving up on yourself now, come on.
If he doesn't shake a hand or say hello, why is he here?
Eventually Jason heads out to training, but Daryl isn't so keen.
Do one thing first, we can take care of.
What is it?
I had to run to the bank.
How far was the bank? 2 minutes away?
I don't know, not that far.
So you'll be back in, what, 15 minutes?
I'll come back as soon as I can.
Okay.
Yeah?
Well, when you're going, go on, trot a little bit.
This is a great opportunity to see what it's like to be a professional rugby player. We're here today to learn from them.
This, for us, is our most important day leading up to a game.
Wasps coach James Wade helps the team prepare for their match with some scrummaging practice. Legendary French flanker Serge Betson helps the back row, but inexperienced players such as Jason and Aaron continue to struggle in the scrum.
Legs back a bit.
Hold it there now.
Got it and in. Right, that's perfect. So there, you're giving him a fucking LSL position, right?
But Aaron's willingness to learn soon becomes apparent as the team shows some great progress.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. It's a rhythm of what you want to put all together, okay? That is good. Good spirit, good timing, and all together, as team is perfect.
With their final warm-up match imminent, the team get down to some tough fitness training.
If we take that into our training and take that into our games, right, nobody's going to live with us. We've got power, we've got pace. That's all we need now is to understand how to play this fucking game and we'll be all right.
Hard knock speedster Alex is given the chance to race Wasps winger Richard Halton.
Go, Alex! Go, Alex! Go, Alex! Go, Alex! Good work!
Back in second, I'll take that. I don't mind. He's professional. I do a little bit more running. I'll beat him next time. I'll come back.
You've shown you've got the skills. It's now just a question of putting into game practice and getting out there and enjoying the game.
It was hard, man. Fucked me up. Fucked a few of us up.
It's a shame I didn't know who was who, you know what I mean? Like, if I was to go to Stamford Bridge, I know you Frank Lampard, John Terry, Essie and all them boys. But I come up here and I'm probably talking to like superstar rugby players and I'm like, who the fuck are you?
The lads head inside for a session with motivational speaker Farron Drury.
The bottom line is, it doesn't matter where you come from, you can achieve incredible things. And you guys on the School of Hard Knocks and what you're actually doing here is fundamentally about that. Okay? And this is about knowing where you want to be in 2 years' time and what are the routes going to take you there.
Then they break into pairs to discuss their task with Will and Jason put together.
just see life at the moment, so that's why I'm
Okay, so the challenge for you is doing this, being involved in the rugby, digging in and looking for a job. Okay.
Get a job, get away from where I live.
After Jason says he can't read or write, we'll get Scott, who's had his own learning difficulties, over to help.
If you have nothing to look forward to, then you'll have the life that you got at the moment. What we've got to do is say, okay, we can challenge your reading, we can challenge your writing, we can give you those opportunities.
I want a couple of people to share a couple of things of what they've said about where they want to be in 2 years' time. Go on, Jess.
Saying I'm going to be a carpenter and everything. I'm going to work with Scott for a couple of years and actually learn to read and write and stuff.
Fantastic, mate. Fantastic.
Next, they discuss how Jason can start achieving his goals.
Right, who wants to give a few examples?
Yes. Me and Scott have signed and said we are watching it, and what are you going to do today? What have you given up?
Come on.
He's given up weed because he has to be able to do Scott's course, where they will not allow you to do that stuff if you want to learn to read and write. That's why. So it's the stepping stone to getting to where he wants to be. Last week we fell out to the most monumental degree, and I just thought, just don't see how it's going to turn around, how me and him are going to be friends, or how I'm going to be able to help him. When we get someone who we felt was impossible to work with, turning round, offering his hand and going, yeah, I understand what you're offering, we will help you, I am now prepared to help myself, because that's what this course is all about. They have to want to help themselves. We've had some low days this series, haven't we? Yeah. Today has been one of those inspiring days where I cannot wait for tomorrow to be back on a training field.
Time to get out here and do stuff in my life, you know what I mean? That's why the School of Knox has helped me, yeah.
Having had help on the field from the professionals, London Mayor Boris Johnson has come to help the team off the field as they prepare for future job interviews.
We've got a job fair coming up in a week's time where we're getting local employers to come and see them. Fantastic. And they're trying to turn it around using rugby to then go away from this course, hopefully with employment.
The thing about rugby is it's all about your mental attitude, isn't it? It's not about your technical ability, it's about whether you want to do it. Because the single biggest thing you need to be able to cope with in life is failure.
You were saying you weren't sporty at all before, and this is the first time you got into it. Is that right? So what got you into this? How did you discover about it?
Well, I found it. I just saw a leaflet in a job centre and came down and had a look at it, see what it was about. I started playing it and loved it from day one, really. So.
Fantastic.
The team then debate educational issues and its links with unemployment.
I am unemployed because I didn't go to university.
You are?
That's what the debate is.
He did go to university, he's unemployed.
I think, to be honest, I think university is fantastic for lots of people, if you want my view about it, but not everybody has to do it.
Some people are good at putting pen to paper and writing stuff down and making sense. I'm not good at that.
Do you feel if you'd have gone to university that you would have a better chance of employment?
I wouldn't know for a year course and set off and doing a labourer's job.
I'm not going to discourage anybody from going to university because I think it's a brilliant thing, but you shouldn't see it as the end of the world if you've missed it. Get on with it.
The players head out to begin a new type of training in a padded cage with Boris, an ex-rugby player himself, watching from the sidelines. Aaron, whose progress on the pitch has frustrated the coaches, shows real relish for the task with some strong tackles. Graduate Nathaniel also shows he could be a threat in the upcoming game.
He scored the try just now.
Go. The mayor, let's be honest, was crap at rugby.
I was.
Okay, and yet he's here still on a touchline, and you've become like men possessed. That is the sort of enthusiasm. You've got to dash off and go and do some important things like run the city. But first of all, he's got the most important thing of his entire day, which is give his final 30 seconds pep talk.
It's been awesome to watch, and I think Aaron, you've been playing brilliantly, and Nathaniel, you're a man to watch in my view. It's filled me with a brutal nostalgia for the days when I was able to play rugby, and on a bright autumn afternoon with a blue sky and a soft ground, it makes you miss it.
But actually meeting the man and being in his presence, being around him, you get an aura of the kind of things. He seems very enthusiastic about everything.
Absent from training, Devon explains to Will that he's been for a job interview.
Tell me everything about it.
I use this as my main point. Obviously, I haven't worked for sort of 4 or 5 months. I haven't got any firepower to go in, barring this. And because it is in a sport sort of related, they loved it. I was just like, it was like, how reliable are you? I was like, gonna have to ask Scotty.
Can we send references?
I don't know right now. I don't think they're gonna want references. I think
You think you got the job?
I think I have, yeah.
Dude, look at you looking $1 million, eh?
Didn't recognise him for a minute.
If I get this job, it's a massive weight off my shoulder. I know that I'm doing the right things. Just made me think it's not impossible. It's not impossible at all.
After being given free tickets by David Hay to watch his world title boxing fight, the Hard Knocks team head up to Manchester in a pretty good mood.
I think it's going to be a great night.
The lads head inside to watch their mentor defend his world title.
Now the big right hand has hurt him. And he hurts. And he's going to finish it here. I think he does finish it. All over in round 3. There's your answer. David Hay shows his class.
Coming up, Scott takes Jason to sort out his learning difficulties.
I feel relief and I feel like they're actually helping me, you know, and I am actually getting help now.
And the team get ready for their final warm-up match.
I don't fucking want nice boys tonight.
After his revelations at Wasps, Scott's taken some steps to help Jason off the field.
We got him up here because DOOR is the programme I went through to overcome my learning difficulties. You know, I almost broke my heart earlier in the week when Jason said, you know, what makes you happy? And he wrote down nothing. You know, so hopefully we can set him on that path to be able to do and be whatever he needs to be in the future.
A bit nervous and stuff about it. I know what I'm doing, yeah, you know what I mean?
Jason is then taken through a number of tests with Luke from DOOR. They're designed to test the efficiency of the cerebellum in his brain using balance and eye tracking tests. An inefficient cerebellum is often the root cause of learning difficulties such as dyslexia, which will hinder Jason in his attempts to learn to read and write, a problem that affects him in everyday life.
The hardest thing is not knowing, why can't I do this, why can't I do that, why can everybody else do the simple things that I can't do. You know, I remember being a 13-year-old child and going to my bedroom and crying in my bedroom because I couldn't understand why I was the only one who was struggling.
Jason is then given the results of his test.
Your score was 2.1, and anything over 2, which is what you had, would be at sort of a high risk of you having dyslexia.
I feel relief. I feel relief and I feel like they're actually helping me, you know, and I am actually getting help now.
Luke takes Jason through the daily exercises he will need to do to help him learn how to read and write.
Doing it down.
I haven't seen a smile on your face like that since we started this programme. Yeah?
No, I've got something to smile for.
You've got something to get up for now,
yeah? I've got something to get up for,
yeah.
I have. I've got something to smile for. Thanks a lot, Scott.
A pleasure.
Thanks, man.
Great.
I've got to put the effort in to get effort out of it, you know, and to get something out of it, I've got to put the effort in now. So that's what I'm going to do, you know, and I'm putting the effort in and I want to learn to read and write and everything now and change my life around.
On the day of their match against Esher Academy, the Hard Knocks players arrive. Despite making progress off the field, Jason will be unable to improve on it because of an abscess in his mouth.
It hurts, man. It pisses me off about this morning. I want to come rugby, I want to come play with the boys, you know what I mean? I laugh, but I can't because my face is killing.
And the poor turnout is frustrating backs coach Will Greenwood.
So, final week. Everyone's massively pumped, excited to go. I turn up here today, there's 12 lads. The uni boys. Freeman's here. Good on him. Craig, Mertz, and Rory. Do my head in. Has the course failed the uni guys? No, categorically no. Have they failed themselves? 100% yes.
Inside, head coach Chris Chudley assesses the impact of the course with the team.
We're now 7 weeks into School of Hard Knocks. What's the course done for you? Have a little think, if it's done anything for you.
The effort you do actually put in, you are going to get something out. And sometimes you do get misled and you do just sit there and just think, what's the point in getting up? Or what's the point in doing this? What's the point in doing that?
It's motivated me to do something with myself.
Despite some people's improvements, others are still struggling.
We had the issues with Lewis, who broke down, felt he didn't want to be pushed into
anger issues, didn't want to go back to being violent, felt as though he was holding a lot in and struggling to cope with that, and he said, I need help. So we brought Paul Barros back in, who's a psychologist, who's going to do some work. They really connected when Paul came in first time round. Clearly has things going, demons in his head, which he's battling every day.
No, there's nothing good about just sitting at home doing nothing. No work, no people to talk to, just sitting alone in your thoughts and getting lost in that, and you know, just it's just depression, you know. You know, I can't act like everything's alright.
You can't,
because it's really not.
You can't yet. You can't yet. You will be able to. You look strong, and what happens when you start to look strong now is you start to feel strong. Lewis said that the reason he came here was to get some change in his life. And I reminded him that he has already changed, and the stuff we are doing today is the last piece of the puzzle. If you want to talk more, I'm here to talk more, yeah? But I'm serious. You have got everything going for you, my friend. Everything going for you.
With the game only hours away, the lack of players means the squad can only work on a basic passing drill.
People out there who's turn up every week, and they should be on that pitch, not the ones who are just turning up here, there and everywhere.
It's like, why have we bothered working this hard all this way through?
And there's been a few players today that haven't turned up that have played the game before, they're key players. They've just fobbed it off, so fuck them.
It's disappointing that we've come this far. You know, with likes of Craig, my hooker, for example, he's just not here. We haven't heard from him, don't know where he is. The guys who haven't got any qualifications are willing to turn up, willing to change their lives. The guys who have got degrees just ain't bothering.
After spending the morning ringing around for extra players, head coach Chris Chudley names his captain.
It's not been a hard choice. We've got one very inspirational leader, Michael. Yes. I want you to skip the team, please.
Good on, Mikey.
The Hard Knocks boys arrive at Championship side Isha's ground for their warm-up match against the Academy. Some old faces from last year's course have met Chris Chudley's plea for more players. The university lads, missing from the morning, also arrive. Captain Michael welcomes them more warmly than the coaches.
Not only do you not turn up, but you don't even fucking tell us where you are. You know, can't get hold of you. Yeah, and it's not the first time.
It was just us being quite stupid and not really thinking properly. We didn't really get organised, just really unreliable.
That'd be the first time, was it? I look at guys in there, I look at like people like Michael, I look at people like Aaron, I look at them, Jason even, right? I look at them and I think, you know, they want to change their lives, they genuinely have got fuck all. And this is a way for them to improve their lives and learn a bit of rugby, make new friends, but hopefully give them an opportunity in life. You guys have got an opportunity in life. You've been given an opportunity in life. You're fucking wasting it.
You owe them all a fucking apology. You know, words are cheap, talk is cheap. Let's see your actions. Okay? Is that fair? Yeah. I'll fucking do it.
Short son, top son.
You're not going to be one of them captains, are you, mate?
No, I'm just saying we've got 6 minutes. We need to get out there. That's the only reason I'm saying it now. I'm a silent captain.
After the slow preparation, the team head out. Even with the addition of last year's more experienced players, the warm-up is poor.
Be fucking afraid, boys. Yeah, it makes you sharp.
This is a tough test. You know, they're a group who are determined to prove a point in front of the cameras.
While the academy players finish their organised drill, the Hard Knocks team head inside for a team talk.
My question mark over this group, I think you're too nice. I don't want nice boys tonight. Tonight we're fucking rugby players. When we cross white lines, we become somebody fucking different. When we cross white lines, we become School of Hard Knocks.
I'm going to be out there giving aggression. Yeah, I'm going to hit everything I can that moves. First tackle, it counts. We got to make it. We got... we ready, guys? Yeah!
After Michael's words, the squad head out onto the pitch with Scott watching on. But it's a bad start as fly half Rob kicks the ball straight out, leading to an Isha scrum and their first try of the match.
We're just going to learn from it. We go behind the sticks, we tell them, and hopefully they listen and they learn as the game will go on.
Soon, Esher swing it wide for their second try after more missed tackles by the Hard Knocks players.
What are these for? Come on, with arms at the moment, we're fucking arms, are we? Come on. Big shoulders.
After dropping the university lads from the starting lineup, the team continued to struggle, but Mertz accepts his fate.
I think it's good that they're out there, but I'm looking forward to coming on, to be honest. I'm looking forward. I think it's about fair, though.
Where you go, Red?
The one uni lad who did turn up to training, Freeman, is starting to get aggressive.
Freeman, he gets involved. That's the way he is. He's aggressive, he's in your face. I'd like 15 of him. Pressure! Push up!
Poor defending lets Esher in for their third.
Make sure you get the ball. You're stronger than them. You're coming in, you're very high, so you can't push. Get your knees a little bit lower. Get out of a fucking face.
And soon after, Esher snatched their fourth try from a rolling maul.
Too many people kicking ball in contact, we're losing it, we're turning over. We've got to fucking tackle for the next 5 minutes.
But Scott's words do seem to ring true with Adam, and others making try-saving tackles. University prop Freeman also put his body on the line.
This is a test, right? 4 tries they've scored. I still think we're too fucking nice. I want you to look me in the eye and say, I've given every fucking thing.
He may have asked for more, but Scott's only reward is Esher's 5th try at the death.
At times we were chasing shadows, but we came across, we worked really, really hard. I got no issue with the defence, but again, going forward, far too many of us showing the opposition the ball. Far too many of us running upright. Things that we worked on over the last 8 weeks that we've forgotten. I want you to think about the challenge we got on Sunday, because it's fucking huge. But it's nothing we can't overcome.
As the team head inside, deflated, the pain of the defeat starts to set in.
Compose yourself, yeah? Listen to me, look me in my face, yeah? Compose yourself. This is what this is all about. Control, aggression. Look, compose it. Go. Let's go. Look, let's have go. Relax. Take a deep breath. Relax. Get off me. Alright, give you some space. Just relax though. That's what this whole process is about. When we get those tough, difficult, frustrating, even angry moments, we have to overcome them.
They can be nice guys in the bar after having a beer for 80 minutes. I want a group of animals.
Next week, some of the boys find job interviews difficult.
I don't like this, it's not a proper interview, it's not in my head that it's a proper interview.
And emotions get the better of some lads before the final match.
All this means so fucking much to me. Means so much.
More sport, news, views and video on Sky Player, Sky Mobile TV and at skysports.com.